Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So, as you saw by the title, today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the two new releases from Navitus Parfums, Chocolate Queen and Raised Spirits. Now, this one, Chocolate Queen, was created in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfume, and Raised Spirits was, of course, created by Steven Radolescence. Now, let me add a disclaimer here right away. I respect both of these creators. I watch their videos, I enjoy their videos. But regardless of that, of course, I'm going to give you my honest opinion, as I always do. If I love these fragrances, I'm going to tell you that I love them. And if I don't, then unfortunately, I don't. And of course, I purchased both of these. They were not sent to me. Now, if you watched my recent wishlist video, which actually just came out a few days ago, I mentioned in that video that I was most likely going to purchase Chocolate Queen. I just knew that I absolutely had to try this fragrance. Raised Spirits, I also wanted to try ever since Steven talked about it. But when the first reviews started coming out, you know, some of them were saying that this was leaning more masculine, which kind of turned me off a little bit from purchasing it. But I kept going back and forth. And when I went to purchase Chocolate Queen, it turns out that if you purchase 2 bottles, shipping to Canada is free, which, by the way, it should be free even with 1 bottle. But regardless, I thought, okay, I really want to try both of these. I get free shipping this way, so I am just going to go for both of these. Now, what I'm going to share with you today is not my first impression. I've been wearing and testing these fragrances for the past, I think, 4 days. So I've definitely formed my opinions. I know what I think about them. I know how they perform, and that is what I'm going to share with you today. So, of course, ladies go first. So let's start with Chocolate Queen. And let's start, of course, by looking at the notes. So at the top, we have dark chocolate, hazelnut, and dulce de leche. In the heart, there is chocolate fudge, caramel, bitter almond, and Irish cream. And in the base, there is vanilla absolute, praline, amberwood, and sandalwood. I mean, sounds pretty amazing, sounds right up my alley. So what does it smell like? Let me spray it again, just to refresh my memory. And I have to say, you know, when Gabby announced this fragrance, and of course I wanted to support her right away, but when she said it's a gourmand, it's a chocolate scent, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely getting it. So what does it smell like? You know, the interesting thing about this fragrance is that I really pick up pretty much all of the notes that are listed in here. And the other interesting thing is that for me, it really goes through very different developmental stages. You know, there are 3 main stages in total, and they're quite different from each other. So it's definitely a very interesting fragrance. So when I first sprayed for the first probably hour to hour and a half, what I get more than anything else is this dark chocolate. It's all about chocolate. You know, this dark chocolate is not too bitter and it's not too sweet. It's really just right. It smells like really expensive chocolate, like really high quality chocolate. It's so, so delicious. So like I said, that lasts about an hour to an hour and a half. And really, I mostly get this dark chocolate. Maybe there are some things playing in the background, but I almost don't notice anything else. Then it goes to the second stage, which for me is all about bitter almond. I really get bitter almond more than anything else. Again, some other small things are in the background, but I pick up bitter almond more than anything else. And that again lasts for another hour to hour and a half. And then it goes into this final dry down stage. And this is where everything comes out to play. I get bitter almond, I get chocolate, I get dulce de leche, I get chocolate fudge, I get woody notes, and I get a little bit of Irish cream. So chocolate at the beginning, it feels like it's, you know, hard chocolate that you would bite into. Whereas in the final dry down, it becomes more fudgy, like really like creamy and soft and fudgy and very smooth. Like it's no longer hard chocolate. And bitter almonds are still there, but like I said, it's not just about them, it's about everything else as well. And then I get a bit of caramel and dulce de leche. And woody notes, you know, they're kind of always there, but they're not very strong. They're very sort of gentle woody notes, you know, probably sandalwood more than anything is what I get. And these woody notes, they kind of support and balance out all the other sweetness that we have in this fragrance. And then sort of as the last element of this fragrance, I get Irish cream. It comes out sort of towards the end. After all the other elements came out, then I get Irish cream. And even though I get this flavor sort of Irish cream, I would not call this fragrance boozy. Like to me, it's not boozy. Like I don't really get the boozy elements. It's more like I get that, I don't know, flavor of Irish cream. And so until the end of this fragrance, you know, all of these elements, all of these notes and the chords play beautifully together. Overall, I have to say, like, it's a well-blended scent, you know, and it's an interesting scent, like I said, because it really develops on my skin and it really changes on my skin, which makes it interesting to wear, to be honest. So that is kind of how it smells. Now, I'm going to tell you my final thoughts on this fragrance after I talk about raised spirits. And I'm not doing it to, you know, add some kind of suspense to this video. But I'm doing this because what I have to say about both of these fragrances is really the same. So it kind of doesn't make sense repeating it twice. So let's talk about raised spirits, like I said, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts on both of these. All right, so let's go to raised spirits, which is the fragrance created by Steven. So let's start with the notes again. Here we have pimento leaves, salted butter fudge accord, and dark rum at the top. In the middle, we have caramel, sugarcane, brown sugar syrup. And in the base, we have cashmere wood, French oak, tobacco, and Madagascar vanilla. The notes in this one also sound pretty amazing. So let's spray this one as well. Although, like I said, I really feel like I've gotten to know both of these fragrances pretty well over the last 4 days. So I really know what they smell like. And this one, when I first sprayed it, the very first spray, I was really taken back. I'll be honest with you, I was taken back and I was shocked and I thought, uh-oh, what have I done? Why did I purchase this fragrance? Because what I got was a very, very strong blast of pimento leaves. Very spicy, very aromatic pimento leaves. That's all that I got at first, and I got scared. But the good thing is that this blast of pimento leaves on me literally lasts about a minute or two. And then it goes away. What a relief, I have to say. And this fragrance really, really transforms into something quite beautiful. So after that initial, you know, minute or two of pimento leaves, they pretty much go away for me. And I start getting all of these sweet and buttery elements like salted butter fudge that definitely comes out, caramel, brown sugar, and woody notes come out as well, like, I don't know, cashmere wood, French oak, maybe. I just, again, feel that beautiful woody base. And this fragrance becomes very fluffy and creamy and just a little bit woody and sweet, but again, kind of understated sweet. And a little bit of rum comes out, but again, I would not call this one boozy. It's also not boozy for me. Maybe a little bit more than Chocolate Queen, but not overly boozy. Like, this is kind of this woody, understated gourmand is how I would classify it. And it pretty much stays the same way for the remainder of its life. This fragrance is very intimate. It's very sensual. That's the vibe that it gives me. Like, it's really an intimate scent. You know, if you're having a nice dinner or a romantic date with someone, you know, this would be a great fragrance to wear. I think that's kind of the vibe that it gives me. So this is basically how these fragrances smell. So now let's talk about them overall. You know, do I like them? Do I not? What do I think about them? Now, the reason, like I said, I left my final thoughts to the end about both of these is because my thoughts are basically the same. Both of these fragrances are not what I expected. Now, Chocolate Queen, with all of these gourmand notes, I thought that this was going to be super, super sweet, like almost tooth-achingly sweet, like it was going to be dense and gooey. And it's not like that. It is sweet, but very moderately sweet. And you know, I actually love it about this fragrance because to me, it makes it into this sophisticated, grown-up type of gourmand. I don't think I would love this fragrance as much if it was tooth-achingly sweet. So it is not. Now, raised spirits, I also imagined it to be different. Like, I thought it was going to be more woody, more boozy. It was going to be kind of stronger, and it's not. It's this fluffy, intimate scent bubble that it creates. So both of these definitely surprised me. Both of these are unique. And when I say unique, I mean they're unique to my collection. Now, raised spirits, I really don't have anything similar to this. It very slightly, at some points, it reminds me of Changing Constance from Penhaligon's, very lightly. But overall, it's definitely unique. And Chocolate Queen is also unique to my collection. You know, even though I have some amazing chocolate scents like Wicked Good from Gallagher or Gourmand Coquine from Guerlain or Symphonium from Xerjoff, you know, all of these are amazing chocolate scents. And I was worried that this chocolate scent might be very similar to one of those. But I'm happy to tell you that it is not. It is absolutely different. It is unique to my collection. Even though I have a number of chocolate scents, this one stands out for sure. It is definitely different. So like I said at the beginning, I've tested and worn these for the past 4 days. And I really enjoyed wearing both of these. I think both scent profiles are beautiful. Definitely beautiful. And both of these are unisex for sure. Now, more specifically, raised spirits, you know, because this is the one where I've heard that this is leaning more masculine, you know, In my opinion, this is a bit of a chameleon scent because both my husband and I tested this fragrance, and even though like it smells the same, like it smells very similarly on both of us, but on him, it gives off a more masculine vibe, and on me, it gives off more of a feminine vibe. Very interesting. You know, we've never encountered that with any other scent, but that's really how we feel about this one. So I really believe that both of these are definitely unisex. So are these, you know, outstanding 10 out of 10 fragrances? Well, not exactly. There's one issue that I have with both of these, and that is, you might have guessed, is the performance. Both of them are light. Both of them are very quiet scents, which kind of surprised me because I really thought that both of them were going to be louder. I mean, this gourmand chocolate scent, I expected it to be louder, and this, you know, again, sweet, boozy, woody scent, I also expected it to be louder. So if we look at the longevity by itself, well, technically speaking, it lasts for a long time. It really does last for a long time. But the problem is that for the majority of that time, it remains very much a skin scent. Like, I really have to bring my hand to my nose to smell it. Otherwise, I cannot smell it. If I want these to project even a little bit for the first few hours, I really have to overspray, really overspray. And if I do that, then they will project a bit for the first couple of hours, and then they will sit very close to the skin. And when I say project, they're never going to fill the room. These are not these types of scents, but they will project a bit around me where I can smell them without having to bring my hand to the nose. So, you know, kind of judge for yourself if performance is important to you or not. I know for some people it is important and for some it is not, you know. For me, yeah, I prefer stronger scents, you know. I don't need a beast. Beast is not required, but I prefer a scent that I can smell during the whole day. I don't want to respray. I don't want to bring my hand to my nose. I want to be able to smell it. Whether my husband in the next room can smell me or not, I don't care, but I want to be able to smell it on myself, and these are not really that. Both of these are very close to the skin, quiet type of scents. So putting it all together, scent profiles are beautiful, honestly beautiful in both of these. So congratulations to Gabby and Steven. I think you created beautiful, beautiful fragrances. I just wish that they performed better, because for me, performance is definitely lacking. These are very close to the skin, kind of intimate type of scents, and I really wish that they were a little bit louder. And you know, I really hope that maybe once they have a chance to sort of stand and mature, they might start performing better, because it has happened with several scents in my collection. So I really hope, you know, if that happens, I can easily tell you these are outstanding. But at the moment, I can tell you that these are really, really good, but I can't put them in the outstanding category because for me, performance is definitely lacking, but scent profiles are beautiful, very, very beautiful. So there you go. These are my thoughts on these two new releases. And, you know, despite not having the type of performance that I would prefer, I'm really happy that I got both of these because, you know, during the last 4 days when I was testing them, I thoroughly enjoyed wearing both of these. I really, really enjoyed both of these. So they're definitely going to stay, and I'm going to continue wearing them, and, you know, going to keep my fingers crossed that maybe their performance will improve with time. So please let me know Are you tempted by either one of these, or maybe you've tried them already? Please share with me your thoughts. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.